I don't think if India will ever dare to attack on Pakistan in this way in coming future. Lieutenant General Ahmad Sharif, he especially marked it. He said that this is the minimum technology that we use so that we have a lot of things. We have a lot of things in reserve that if we didn't show it off. Technology used by the Chinese, the deep seek.
China is number one power on God's earth. Why are we lagging behind? Why China is not helping us the way it should have been? And why Pakistan is not getting as much help from China to develop its agriculture, to develop its industry, to develop its infrastructure, to give job to millions and billions of young people.
What does he think Pakistan and China, where does he see them in terms of technology going forward?
Keeping in mind the current scenario, what you think about the prospects of Pak-China security alliance?
China is looking to cooperate even with India, but India is very reluctant and they are making so much of problem. Because of that, our CPEC has been slowed down.
Pakistan government was very concerned to take an initiative of for a surveillance, and also China have shared some very advanced technology with Pakistan to deal with this kind of situation.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Facts International. I'm Hadija Naveed, your host. I have Aisha Chaudhary along with me as my co-host, and our Honorable Chaudhary Ghulam Hussain, senior anchor person from ARY News. We have Amir Mughal Saab, a goodwill ambassador appointed by President Xi Jinping. Welcome to the show, Sir Amir. My first question is, will India attack Pakistan again?
Thank you very much. Already that India tried to take an initiative that they were not so sure. Before setting up an attack on Pakistan, they were just thinking like we need to enter just by walking into Pakistan, like we are in a company park, in a garden. But that is what not happening now. We can feel like our army was well alert, and it is still very much alert. And I should say that even some satellites that are under the surveillance, under the control of the Pakistan army, that we are watching them very keenly, that what is their movement and how they are going to act. So I don't think if India will ever dare to attack on Pakistan in this way in coming future. You asked me about in few days, but I can foresee like it will take decades and decades for them to decide it again, that if they dare to attack on Pakistan again or not.
Are you so sure that for years and years they will not even think of it?
The way that
they have been defeated by the people and army of Pakistan.
Yes,
ably assisted by China.
And especially this is not only a factor of a defeat, but the avionics systems and the technology that was used by the Pakistan, and Lieutenant General Ahmad Sharif, he especially marked it. He said that this is the minimum technology that we use so that we have a lot of things. We have a lot of things in reserve that if we didn't show it off. So this is very alarming for not only for India, but also that the countries, they always wanted to distract Pakistan even from the western borders. They need to know like Pakistan is very much in safe hands, and we have our allies, we have our economical allies, we have our strategical allies who are standing with us, and I am sure that this kind of scenario, it will go a long way, not only in the growth of the Pakistan's strategical relation, but also the economical growth will also be on the way after this success.
On the lighter note, Sir Amir, it is always said that China goods are not very durable or reliable. But right after this war, and the defeat of Rafale from France, made in France, of India, it's social media really viral that ask India about China goods. How do you say about it?
Yes, it is really like That's very negative propaganda. Of course, every market have the plus and the negative impacts, but this is not only for the ammunition, even for the technology. Like who don't know that the
So,
transmission lines, the dams, the massive dam, the three gorgeous dam, which was next to impossible to produce 250 megawatt power, what was declared by the world that this dam is next to impossible to develop and to build it, and China did it very
And which
successfully.
part of China?
It is in the central part of China, and that is called the Three Gorges Dam. It is one of a miracle. Is an existing miracle in the world that was also established by the Chinese. Why not? They can see, they can foresee. They have in many technology projects, not only in Africa or Asia, but also in Europe, that are being initiated by the Chinese. But depends what we are expecting them to sell to us. If you want to go for Huawei, of course, Huawei can supply you a very good range of a very uh, reliable product in term of mobile phone. But you don't compare with that low quality and low class that small companies. Of course, you cannot compare it. By the way, right now, most of the manufacturing, like even this iPhone, it was existing in China from last 2 decades almost. So, who was the producer? Who was the technology leader in the world? Beside that, China have also invested a lot in integration, in the integrated circuit. So the situation have been changed, and especially I would say that the technology used by the Chinese, the deep seek. Why not? We are not still onto that track that we can find that nanotechnology and the cutting edge technology and the AI that have been used by China, and they have declared it on different platforms.
sir, is it a kind of language barrier that our country is facing? Like we don't know the Chinese, that we people over here or over the social media really don't talk about deep sea, but they all but always be talking about chat GPT or something. What do you say about this?
The deep sea have like this recent war. This is also deep sea was one of the element and one of the reasons that have played its part for to integrate this aviation and avionics.
Our army was really trained according to the
Yes, of
and
course. So
okay.
that is the point. It was on 20th January 2025 on one TV channel when I break this news that there is a time coming that China may come out with some kind of artificial intelligence and some kind of integration. And that time, many people they did not understand me exactly what I mean. But after a few days, they declared it. Yes, we are coming up with a new technology. It is called in artificial intelligence. It's called deep seek. So why not? They did it and they proved it.
So, Amir sir, thank you for coming to our show again. But with respect to the previous show, many questions of Chaudhary Saab were unsaid or undiscussed. I request Chaudhary Saab to continue with that questions again.
No, my question remains only one. This is a country which is next door neighbor of China. We are trusted friends. And China has stood with Pakistan and Pakistan has stood with China. There are no denying that. But my only question is, if you can pull out, get out of the poverty sea, sea of men, 140 crore people have been brought out of poverty, and they are rich, they are developed, they are second to none in the world. China is number one power on God's earth. Why are we lagging behind? Why China is not helping us the way it should have been? And why Pakistan is not getting as much help from China to develop its agriculture, to develop its industry, to develop its infrastructure, to give job to millions and billions of young people who are leaving Pakistan at the drop of hat. Although after defeat of India at the hands of Pakistani armed forces and with the help of China achieve this objective, people are now rethinking. Now economic activity will generate, people will work here, property will develop. A lot of good is going to come to Pakistan. Mr. Amir Ali Mughal, you are a person who is successful businessman within your own right. You have not wrongfully, but for the right reasons, selected, elected, chosen as ambassador of China to Pakistan, though on honorary basis, but big recognition of your past achievements and your standing in Pakistan and China. Why we are not getting enough assistance from China to develop our country and alleviate for poverty from Pakistan. She has also a similar question.
Thank you very much. Yes. So, should I address your question first? Definitely, China successfully they have promoted their more than 90% of their population from below the poverty level up to the upper and higher level. Right now, the per annum income of the Chinese person is like $16,000 for a single person, while Pakistan we are still traveling somewhere like $1,600. That's a huge gap. And
Their
how
per capita income
is $16,000
16,000 per person.
per
Okay?
person?
And here only 600.
So,
I
what
mean,
what was the
isn't that
success?
shameful?
What was the success model actually? I should say, like the consistency of the policy, that the way they behaved, they they followed their way. They made up some strategy and they followed it, and the way they have attracted the investment from all over the world, and they converted China into a class of a manufacturing where you are eligible and you are I should say like you are more confident to establish your you are more confident to establish your facilities over to China. And what in my opinion is this: yes, Pakistan should get an advantage from China, but how? This is the point where we are stuck. How? Did we come up with any proposal? What is our proposal? What is our incentive, initiative? What we want from China
Either
government?
we are incompetent or we are
Our government-
oblivious of ground reality.
Our government, it should come up with different kind of proposals. We have to focus first. What are our import products? And then we need to provide the incentive to the Chinese investors. Okay, if with this kind of production you move over to Pakistan, and this is the extra benefit you can enjoy from us, but we normally call it what? Okay, this is a universal policy, it's a universal frame. It doesn't happen like this. If you have to attract investors, you have to provide them different kind of initiative. If this job is a labor intensive job, you have to subsidize them in the different way. For example, why we always have to ask for the special economic zones, the price is like 5 crore for 1 acre. That means you are doing a real estate business. This is not related to the technology. This is not related to bring the investment to Pakistan. If you want to bring the investors to Pakistan, you need to ask them two questions. Number one, each project will consume how much labor from Pakistan. Number two, how it will affect to our import and export schedule. Is that it's going to help to improve our exports? Yes. We are going to give you the incentives.
Your Excellency, you are right. Yeah, the first priority should be, are you going to produce exportable surplus in goods and services? This is number one priority. Number two is, which you have rightly pointed out, labor intensive projects where lakhs and lakhs of people get jobs.
Yes, sir. I just want to ask why China is not helping Pakistan develop economically. Do you think any comparison between India and China, as Trump think and America thought so?
China is always very eager to help Pakistan, but our governments, they should have some formula for them. They should know how to attract the Chinese customers. What the problem they are facing, the first problem they are facing is the security. We can have bounded cities for them that can we can say like where we can not compromise on the security situation. So that bounded cities we can develop with special economic zones together, so they can have their own manufacturing and living facilities at the same place. And China really want to help Pakistan. We should come up with the different ideas. Suppose if Pakistan is short in solar panel, that is one of a very basic product that we are importing from China. Why not our government open the eyes and start to facilitate manufacturing, not assembling. I again and again I repeat my words, not assembling, manufacturing facilities in Pakistan, so that we could be able to not only we can make a barrier to our import bills, but we also could be able to export our products to the overseas. So this is the one advantage, and for this advantage, sometime you have to facilitate your investor. You have to ask him, okay, if the power for the other companies, if the power tariff is like 10 cent, 12 cent, we will give you an initiative that for the 5 cent. If you will come over to Pakistan with an investment, you will have an opportunity that we will provide you a facility of a building, a construction area or something like that. So you just come up with your technology. You don't need to come here to invest. You just come up with your technology, and we are willing to pay for the technology as well. But this will go a very long way together with between China and Pakistan.
And is it? Do you relate it with CPEC second phase? And how do you take it, like strategically or economically?
Dr. Sundar Ali from US, very well placed Pakistani PTI coordinator there. Javed Tahir Siddiqui, a great intellectual, a great patriot, and a propounder or a person who advocates day in, day out Pak China friendship against Indian hegemonistic designs in the region. So he has also joined. A businessman of importance, Dr. Wasim Ijaz, is also joining. So each one of them will ask one question from honorary goodwill ambassador of China to Pakistan, appointed by President Xi Jinping. Please, one by one.
Yes, thank you very much, Aisha. So it's a great honor to be able to ask him a question. My question is, what does he think Pakistan and China, where does he see them in terms of technology going forwards? What collaboration will there be? Because clearly in this current war.
Thank you very much, Madam Sundas, that you are from USA. It's a very valuable question. Actually, after the phase 2, the phase 3 is totally engaged with the technology. And right now we are heading towards the phase 2. But right now, our existing government, they need to do a lot of work, what I cannot see. Right now, I cannot find that kind of efforts that we should make to make the second phase successful. For example, is that we've been successful to generate that skilled labor? I feel not. And this skilled labor doesn't mean only that only the labor class. Even a manager, even an engineer, even a technician, I will just frame them in a same word is skilled labor. And so far, I cannot find that kind of initiative have been taken by the Pakistan government. Even as a second class and third class labor, second line and third line labor that we should produce. We've not been able to produce that labor, right? Our total infrastructure of our education, it is not based on that kind of system that we can produce that skilled labor for the second phase of the CPEC.
Dr. Wasim Ijaz, sir, your question, please.
Thank you so much. First of all, I would like to congratulate Joy Ghulam Hussain Saab on the beginning of a new era of Siyasi Log channel. Lot of congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank
But
you.
this is Facts International now, English channel.
Yeah. Amir bhai, my question is, just keeping in mind the current scenario, what you think about the prospects of Pak-China security alliance? Further, how further we can strengthen it? How further we will go into it? And what about our political parties? All the political parties will be included. Just want to understand about it.
Thank you. It's really, some questions are very good, and you have one of very, very effective questions. The security alliance. China, as an investor, once it was in Pakistan, you can see there are a lot of people from different countries. They are traveling to Pakistan, but who were being targeted? They were only Chinese. But not only the simple Chinese, but the high-end Chinese, especially who came to Pakistan to start up a project for the hydropower project. And this was very clear that who are disturbing this initiative. They are the enemies of Pakistan, and we don't need to inform to our audience that who is an enemy of Pakistan. Now it has been clear already who is the enemy of Pakistan. Definitely on ground and with the equipment, with the surveillance, China have already engaged the Pakistan security agencies, including the army. But I should clear you one word, that Pakistan army never permitted any Chinese official, the army official on ground for the surveillance. They are engaged on the surveillance basis, but not on ground. So definitely China from last 2-3 months, especially after the visit of the President Zardari, Pakistan government was very concerned to take an initiative for a surveillance, and also China have shared some very advanced technology with Pakistan to deal with this kind of situation.
Honorable Mughal, Dr. Wasim Ijaz will, in your next show, will invite him into the studio to sit along, and we will have face-to-face discussion. We have
Sir Javed. Last but not the least, respected Sir Javed, please ask a question.
Javed Tahir Siddiqui, the great intellectual.
Yes, Assalamu alaikum. I do agree with you that the phase 2 of the CPEC should be improvised and it should be expedited, but unfortunately it is an open secret that there have been a lot of terrorism by the India, from the India since long, from army public school. Then Jaffa train incident did happen.
And many Chinese have been targeted here.
And then the precise they target is Chinese. This is very unfortunate. Unless India would not obey the rules and regulation of the peace and for the tranquility of this region will always be disturbed. Now India should revise its policies, and they should come for peace, which is a win-win situation for every country. China is looking to cooperate even with India, but India is very reluctant, and they are making so much of problem. Because of that, our CPEC has been slowed down. So I would expect China to talk to India that they should sit down and we should talk like a civilized people, and we should make this place a peaceful region like European Union. This is what I would say.
Yes, that's very much fact that whatever happened in Pakistan in last from few decades, that we can see clearly that something have the evidence, and something is even on record, like as I mentioned in my program earlier, that the Ajit Doval, he have claimed it that he was in Pakistan to activate the activities against Pakistan, and he committed some terrorist attack. I should say that he persuaded some terrorist attacks in Pakistan. So that is on record, and you are right. Like if we have to negotiate with India, and they want to negotiate in any third country about the Pahalgam incident, why not we put it on a table to that? Let's talk about Jafar Express also. We are sure that we were not engaged in any kind of terrorist activity in Pahalgam. But did you make it sure that you were not engaged in the activity at Jafar Express? Where were your handlers? Was that calls not traced? Is it not an open secret that who was controlling these terrorists and from where they were getting the advices? So if we have to talk, why not we come up with another kind of situation that we engage India, we ask them, how about these terrorist activities? Who is behind it? And you that BLA few, that few of the BLA people who are sitting into India, and is it not a open secret that your foreign minister, he claims that he is paying $1 billion a month, I should repeat my words, to support BLA. So what I need to say that Pakistan need to play very wise and very diplomatic, and especially on the diplomatic grounds, to bring up his case to all over the world that actually we are the effective of this terrorism.
All right. Thank you so much, Sir Amir Chaudhary Saab, all our respected guests to join us in our show. That was very insightful conversation has been done. Thank you, Aisha, for joining me. And viewers, do subscribe our channel, Facts International. Till then, Allah Hafiz.